What's up, guys? Welcome back to another My Team career mode. I'm not explaining what happened last episode. You're gonna have to watch it, as one of our parts has failed research or failed development. I don't know if it was development or research. I don't know. It's gonna be why? Okay. You know what? Whatever. So it's gonna be 20 days. Didn't I already do this? I didn't select the 20 days as the one in that has failed, so we're gonna have to try again. Select same time as the rear wing, as we're gonna go to research. We're gonna go to research because there's something in research. Suggest recommended upgrade. That will be that's something I didn't get last episode, which I will get this episode. So I bought it. Yeah, it's researching. We're gonna go to the Grand Prix now. This is Bahrain. I already tested Bahrain, so it should be good. It should be good. We're going right now, and we're gonna be driving as Cali Mayer again. If I do better in Cali Mayer than Aiden Jackson, there's something wrong with my series. Graphics are not good, even though I did mess with them before the video. Okay, I'm gonna do a gamble. Normally I would on these types of tracks I would do the increased downforce, but I'm going for maximum downforce. Going for maximum, as we're now going to track to begin our qualifying. The car should feel better. It does seem to be running better. As this isn't really a tight track, so I will be doing a lot better. We're gonna start our timed lap in a few seconds, as we're gonna cross the line. To start our timed lap, we have DRS. The game uses a bit of battery, as the preset is hot lap. Yes, it's hot lap. I wanna try something new next video in the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, or the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. I will be recording the game, but then voicing over it after editing. Wanna see if that's a way to make my videos shorter, and then in the long term I'll be using that if it does make my videos shorter. I will not be able to make a video on Christmas. If I make a video, I will set it to release on Christmas, but after Christmas I won't be able to upload for the rest of the year, which will be a bummer. But next year I will be able to upload. I'll also see if I can put up a photo of the Christmas tree I'm about to set up. We're gonna cross the line in P2! Well done! We're gonna be boxing this lap too, but P2 is really good. Oh, wow. So let's see our session info. We're keeping our second. Skip to 5 minutes. See what place I am in with 5 minutes remaining. I don't care. If I at least go into Q3, that would be good. there's something wrong with Callie Mayer's car. It's better than Aiden Jackson's. She's just overall better than Aiden Jackson. So we're gonna keep our P6 and going into Q2. So let's see. I think I want to see if my setup changed, because if it did, I'm gonna be I'm not gonna be that much a happy camper. Yes, it didn't change. We can. Oh, I forgot. We can. Well, we don't have any hards, so I think what we're gonna do is softs, medium. Maybe it's a two-stop in this race. I don't know. We're gonna go to track and start our second qualifying lap. Even with low settings, the car looks beautiful in the night, even with low settings. With low graphic settings. It looks absolutely fantastic. Turn the final corner. Yeah, go a bit wide there. Probably a user error. I mean, the recommended is probably the balance. But I did maximum downforce. Because I learned from my Japanese Grand Prix mistake. I'm not choosing increase the downforce, so I'm choosing maximum downforce for the best cornering ability, because that's what got me out in Australia and Japan. The frames and the setup. I didn't even touch the setup in Australia, as we're going a bit fast in those corners, so we had to slow down a bit. We make this turn beautifully. This is the last corner we're gonna turn, as we're gonna see our time the lap. Oh, it's the clerk in front of us. As we're going to be P6. As we're gonna go for another lap, just because. Just to see if we can improve at all. Into the top 5, maybe.
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
That's enough fuel for this lap. So I can complete this lap and then I can do the cooldown lap. We do this corner beautifully, which this is the corner I lost a lot of time at. Charles Leclerc, get out of the way. I'm on a timed lap. I don't know if you're on the timed lap, but you have to get out of my way before I. You're giving me dirty air, which is giving me understeer. I'm losing time because of you. I just lost a 1/10 of a second. That was my mistake. But I'm still losing a 1/10 of a second when I'm behind you, Charles. So, like, can you please? I'm 5/10 faster than my original time. I want to be a second faster. If I'm a second faster, I can get into P5. I think. We're gonna cross the line again, and we're gonna get P2 again! Hopefully the audio doesn't echo like episode 2. Because I noticed if you want to have audio, you gotta have the mic in. We're gonna advance time. We're still 3rd, which is good. I don't think anybody is gonna go out on these. No, they are. We're staying 3rd. Yes, we stayed 3rd. As I hope Aiden Jackson made it into Q3. I hope he did. He did not make it, as George Russell is the fastest again. It's a good time. I don't think it's pole position, but I don't think it's under P5. I think it will be like P3, and then we can fight for the win. I hope we don't really understeer. I can't really oversteer because I don't have traction control on. So we're gonna have to go full on. this is the lap we're gonna have to push. I think we have the pace to go into first place. Although it's unrealistic, it will be very close. Did I really forget to turn on DRS there? Was I so focused in talking? I'm like Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton, because I heard they had to talk less on the radio and focus more about the race. That's what I'm understanding. But Abu Dhabi is really gonna be an exciting race. Post-editing note, this was an old recording. I recorded this at like the 1st of December. So yeah, but I just want to say congratulate Lando Norris for winning the championship. I don't think Oscar Piastri will win the championship. Mathematically he can win it, but realistically he won't. But I might get hate. I just want McLaren to win, so hopefully Lando Norris wins the championship. It's not going to be pole because George Russell did pull a 110 out of nowhere in Q1. As we get down, push the P10, we're gonna go to 4th. So I'll see if I can beat 4th. Don't know how much fuel they put in the car. Mark's probably gonna warn me the tank's pretty much empty, then I'm gonna box. Oh no, I have enough for another lap. Hopefully we can go into the greens, as my battery is depleted from overusing it. We're in the greens. Can we get into P3? Can we get into P3? As we stay into P7.
Qualifying wrapped up, we now have our grid line up for the big race tomorrow. Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic...
Should have clicked standings. Oh well, we're gonna go see the standings. It's gonna probably be laggy, but I'll speed it up. See if I can speed it up without the whole audio getting faster.
It's race day in Sakir, under the lights. It is great to have your company for the Bahrain Grand Prix. A fantastic venue. Every seat in the house is a good one, including yours. We'll be racing around 3.36 miles of the magnificent Bahrain International Circuit today. Keep an eye out for drivers locking the front left down into the tricky braking zone of turn 10. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Albon, Ocon, Fernando Alonso, and Mayer, Sainz, Behrman, Russell, and Oscar Piastri, Antonelli, Verstappen, Lando Norris, Bortoletto, Jackson, Hulkenberg, Isaac Hadjar, and Yuki Tsunoda, Colapinto, Lawson, Stroll, and Pierre Gasly picks up the final grid slot today. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today? And we welcome you to the commentary box overlooking the circuit. I'm Alex Jakes, and I'm joined by Anthony Davidson. It feels like an obvious question, but I think everyone wants to know. At this stage, are you nervous or excited?
Probably at the start of the race is where your heart rate's at its highest in anticipation, and you've got to be in the right mindset. You've got to be thinking there inside the car, what can go right? How can I be opportunistic rather than what can go wrong, and how do I protect my position? Look forward and stay positive. It's easy to say, very hard to do when you're in that position.
Now I know we had a poor result last race, but we need to show an improvement here or the team are not going to be happy. Good luck, mate.
So we're just gonna check our race strategy. It is a 2-stop. I don't. Why can't we just remove? We can't remove the stint. We can do this, and then put this. I think to soft. Yes, soft. Then we can put this to hard. Remove this stint. Yeah, we can remove that stint. We can extend stint 2. No, we can't. Can we extend stint? No. So it's gonna be a 2-stop. Let's see. So that's the plan. So it's a 13 lap. So it's gonna be from slow to fast. Probably the strategy McLaren should have followed, but oh well. And we're gonna start the first night race of the season. Let's go. Five red lights away. Lights out, and we're underway. We get a decent start. We jump to the middle. Ocon and Alonso shuts the door. We see someone creeping up. We go to the inside. We lose a bit of our front wing. We contact with, that's Carlos Sainz, I think. We spin around. Why? Esteban Ocon has ruined our race. As we now have to chase everyone to get our position back. What happened there, Ocon? We're going on the inside of Lawson. Great move. We're now behind Hajar, who started the season pretty good and now is now reduced to only Q2 sightings. As we're now behind Colapinto again after the Japanese Grand Prix. We're chasing him, going into the hairpin. I think that's a hairpin. We fight for the position. It's a drag race. We get the position. What? He spins us out and...
Sorry, team.
I cannot handle 2 DNFs. Five red lights away. We're going underway for a second time. Not that I want to, but we get a decent start again, as we're now faster than Alonso. Going on inside of a few cars, we make sure to give Albon some space. We overtake Albon as we're now behind Hamilton for the second time this season. We want to overtake Hamilton. We lose a bit of our front wing, but I don't think this is a
That front wing is going to need replacing if it takes too much damage.
Yeah, our front wing is fine. We had front wing damage the first 5 red lights. So we're now behind Charles Leclerc. Get some understeer. We are gonna have to ask for them to repair the front wing. It's a bit hard to drive with solo downforce. As we may actually win this race, but I'm not speaking to... We all know what happens when you speak too early. But I'm sorry guys, I'm not handling 2 DNFs in a row. That's like... I won't do it again, but it's just for today. Alright? It's Christmas season. Let me have this as an early Christmas present. A race where we don't DNF. As Charles Leclerc is running away from us. I mean, yes, we are behind them in the car standings. As we get some understeer, we don't get the DRS. Hopefully we don't get understeer here. Do we? Do we? No, it's good. We don't get understeer. I think I just took a huge gamble with the setup. But then again, we did get some understeer right there. Hopefully we don't hit any bollards. I don't want us having a out of a moment. We go wide. That's why I did the maximum downforce. As Albon is in P3, it feels like I'm first because of Leclerc's fastest lap. But no, I'm second. I always think, oh crap, they're second. But we are catching, well, we are making a gap to Albon. Not anymore. I didn't really lock up there. I just spoke a bit wrong. But it's a bit laggy. I can't lie. I don't know why it's laggy. But Albon does have DRS on us, I think. We'll have to see. But we're gonna have to defend on this last corner as we brake, and we're gonna have to defend. We go defensive and we make that corner beautifully. He's gonna get DRS. I just know it. So we gotta weave. We gotta defend like our lives depend on it. Where does he go? He goes there. Takes the same line as Hamilton. We brake early. We make contact with Hamilton. We finally get the DRS. We are behind Hamilton. They have a better car than us, but we are fighting in the same league as them probably. In this alternate universe, Ferrari is actually doing something good. They're actually leading a race, 1 and 2. They're actually having a 1-2 moment. Oh, I didn't want to take that risk. I knew he would shut the door and he did, you know? We will have DRS on him, so we can actually catch him here, I think. We aren't going to be able to catch him here, but we are closing the gap. We brake here, very nice. Slipstream, where's my slipstream? We are scared to make a move there. I knew he was gonna close the door on us. We don't have any floor damage, so I don't know why. I wanted to ask, I don't know why, but I'm so slow, but then I realized. Or why I'm so understeery, but then I realized the front wings damage. How are the tires looking? The front left's a bit suffering. But other than that, the tires look fine. Do you think they will add the 25 tire rule in Qatar in the following update? We did go off track a bit there, but that's from understeer. I hope they did it with Monaco. They added the mandatory 2-stop with Monaco. We'll get him here, And he's running away, he's walking away. We dive bomb it! That was a very good dive. Unbelievable. He is faster than us, so we're gonna have to defend for our lives.
Nice move, keep going.
I mean, the podium is good for us. After not scoring a point for like another race. Did I make him put on the Monza, the Ferrari? I think he has the Monza. No, he does. I don't think he does. He did. Did he go wide there? I have DRS. Does he have DRS? He doesn't have DRS, but I have DRS, and a little bit of a slipstream. We'll get him here. After it looks like he wanted to close the door, but we have DRS again, somehow, after being in front of him. He will not have DRS, I think. I hope I can make a good enough gap to him with this slow car, because our again, what do you mean? I thought I didn't. I don't want to get a penalty. I've gotten penalties with Aiden Jackson. Why is Aiden Jackson so unlucky? Nice and early. Nice and early. Are we gonna start seeing this Hamilton on our mirrors? No. We have a 2-second gap to him. How are we catching up to a Charles Leclerc in a Ferrari? He's on softs, we're on hards. He will pit before us. We will pit after him. This is huge news. His softs are probably now degrading. Make this turn beautifully. So there's a 5-second gap to 6 seconds. We are slow in the straight line speeds, but in the corners we are zooming. We are zooming. Make that turn pretty nice, actually. I will be pitting lap 14 lap 12. So we can undercut everyone. Our tires will be short, but we can pit early, so we can undercut everyone again. I don't like overcutting, cause then you can't jump everyone in the pits. I like jumping everyone in the pits. We kinda, I mean, Hamilton is on softs and he's not really falling back, so I think it's just our setup thing. He's catching up by a few hundredths. I cannot. I'm struggling to say 100th of a second, or I'll see if I can put up the spelling, but it's hard to say 100th of a second. We get some understeer there, which is not ideal. Our hards are still looking fine. We have 30% on one of them. There are 29 laps in the race. As Leclerc is pitting, should have probably followed him in the pits. But now we are leading the race. As now we have to defend for our lives. Is this the first time we're leading in an actual race, or is this the second time? I mean, I know we were leading the sprint race, but were we leading the Grand Prix as someone, I think as a McLaren is in the pits? Probably the smartest call they made since Qatar. Of Qatar. I like saying Qatar. Sounds like guitar. Why do I always hit the bollards? Because, I mean, I can break my suspension. We make this turn beautifully, as we need to make sure we're ahead of Hamilton. Just focus on the braking point and my turn-ins. I'm trying to practice without the racing line on some tracks. Should probably start practicing without the racing line on Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. So I can race without the race. I should probably start practicing some tracks without the racing line, or with the racing line on and focusing, because I'm gonna use grid drops method. So far I mentioned 3 F125 YouTubers in my videos: Grid Drop, Tom, and Arava. And I just need to mention Tom, but without mentioning him like this. As everyone is pitting, was that the hards the right call? I think the hards were the right call. I mean, I'm gonna pit in 2 laps, but the hards were the right call. I'm having a 17 gap lead between us and Leclerc, as Behrman is in 3rd place. Might get his first podium. It's crazy. A rookie getting his first podium and win in the first race is now 4th. I just realized he's 4th. Do you think he can still win the championship? It looks like it's gonna rain again. Why every time I play as Cali Mayor it rains? I just noticed that. It feels like there's a few characteristics already starting to form, which is not gonna be good. Oh, understeer! Average time lost is 26 seconds in the pits. Plus 7 is 33 seconds. So I should be ahead of Behrman or Hajar. Maybe Albon. But I should be in the podium.
We're approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums.
I understand that. Oh. Do you think the mediums can go to the last lap? I mean, we did it with China. Even though that wasn't really... The pit window was close to the end. And we will risk a puncture right now. Because I can't remember if the maximum tire wear was 78 or 60 something. Should I pit this lap? Let's pit this lap. Yeah, I'm gonna pit this lap. I wanna pit this lap so I can undercut everyone that's on hards. Lewis, what happened to Lewis Hamilton? What, did he crash out? Did he have an engine failure? Something smells salty. Literally, I'm smelling salt, like salt water. I'm smelling the sea. I was looking out the window. It's not raining. I'm just smelling salt water. That tire screech. So we're coming into the pits.
Yellow flag.
Okay. Did I say to... Yes. 2, 1.
Okay, there seems to have been a problem removing the front.
Oh.
Try and put that behind us now and finish the race strong. Get your head down. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track.
Oh, look here, George Russell. If you say I turned into you. As we did a good, we just lost 1 position. We just lost 1 position, but I feel like we're gonna lose a lot of positions.
This is our true position. They've pitted as well, so warm up your tyres and get down the road.
Yeah, this is our position. Is the next lap mediums? The next pit stop. I was looking outside again. I think he has DRS. I don't know, he's gaining but also falling back. George Russell is really not letting us go. We are on newer tires than him, right? Driver behind. Driver behind!
Russell behind. Time last lap, 1 minute 39.0. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 2 laps old. We think they've got 1 more stop.
Our tires are a lap newer than his. He does not have DRS, I think. If he does, we're screwed. He's gaining pretty fast.
To your teammate behind, 14.0 seconds.
He's gonna have DRS, so we're gonna have to defend. This is a second place. We've never been second place. We've been close to a second place. This is
No issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
this is in the middle of the race. Not really, but near the middle. I've been recording for an hour at the time of recording. No, I have been recording for an hour, but I wanted to make something stupid, like, I don't know. It's kinda, I can't focus on the weather right now. It feels much better to drive with a whole front wing. He is falling away, but I don't think we're gonna get the win soon. Are we locking up, or is the car is not getting grip? He's gaining, but we are. You hear that screech? Back in the race. Back in the race. Sorry, I'm gonna have to cut all the long pause out. A baseboard has fallen off. A literal baseboard. I think that's what's its name. I'm not doing another gamble. Watch, I got a puncture at China. We don't have a front wing damage, so we're going to auto. Do we want more downforce? I can add 2 to make it 50, so yes. How long can a soft hold? 14 laps? Going with the softs. Not used. Okay, used softs. I don't know how much percent, but I can probably last. If they don't, that's gonna be bad.
The track is clear, green flag.
Whoa. Is Russell out? So the Mercedes has just suddenly gone slow. What happened? The Mercedes is I think Russell has an engine failure. I think Russell has an engine failure. Or does he have a puncture?
Tyre wear rates are lower than we expected. Stay out a little longer if you can.
Change strategy.
Understood. Copy that.
Did I say keep current? Yes, by accident. But I think Russell has gotten a puncture or an engine failure. He's suddenly slow. I'll see if I can pick it up. I'll see if I can show you guys with the motion tracking thing, but he just suddenly went slow. He was behind me, and then suddenly yellow flag. He was there, still behind me, and then yellow flag again. Then he's now so slow. I think he has a puncture. Can overtake Charles Leclerc. They're in a faster car, but Verstappen might pit also after I pit.
No tyre concerns at the moment. Just focus on the driving.
I think I'm gonna switch to new mediums. Yes. I don't want to risk a puncture with the softs. We had a okay qualifying, and now we're leading. Hopefully the Verstappen is not pitting. There you go. We're gonna be pitting. Yes, pit. We're not gonna be in front of, as Verstappen is also pitting. We need the best pit stop to be in front of Verstappen. Optimal. No issues, please.
Right, let's go. Come on.
Yes.
You only have to stop once now. One stop left.
One more stop. But
Aiden's in the pits. Aiden in the pits.
I think Verstappen had a problem in the pits. He's 5 seconds behind us. As Alonso is, I think the first two still have to pit. How degraded are they? The tires aren't going to degrade. There's only 10 laps left. I don't think I'm going to pit. I think I'm going to do another tire gamble. As I'm going to have to start working on something I leaked. I haven't started working on it yet, which I need to. Oh, actually I don't, because I'm not using the thing anymore. Anyway. But I actually think my Formula 1 videos are triple sector. I actually think my videos are starting to become more entertaining because it's Formula 1. I mean, my views aren't agreeing with me. But yesterday, yesterday I started editing the second episode, I think. But when I started editing, I forgot I had to edit. Fastest lap. I forgot I had to edit, and I actually was just watching my video as if it was an hour of a video. I think this is the first time I'm gonna start watching my videos. My own videos. As we are catching up to Charles Leclerc. Driver in front.
Leclerc ahead. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 8.0 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Their tyres are 3 laps old. And the time last lap, 1:37.8.
I don't think that Charles Leclerc is gonna stop again. This is like Piastri and Verstappen on the last lap of Qatar, and the 3 last laps. But we're just closer. I mean, on the last lap, Piastri was 7 seconds behind Verstappen, and we're 6 seconds on lap 21. I'm not pitting. Why would I pit? Why would I pit again? This isn't gonna be Shanghai again, is it? You said it yourself, Mark. The tire degradation is not as bad as you guys thought. Remember? Play the clip. He said it. And told me if I wanted to extend my. What was that? What the hell?
Okay, we're approaching the pit window. You're going to be on the softs.
What the hell? A flash of lightning. Ooh. Next lap is our pit window. We'll see how. I don't think we have to pit. Jenny, I think it's not required for the pit. I don't think it's that. Okay, that was a flash of lightning. It's not required to pit. It's not required to pit. I mean, we're only 21% on lap 23. And we are catching Leclerc. Do you think he has 1 stop left? Mark did say on lap 21 his tires were 3 laps old. And let's be honest, 3 laps for Hordes is nothing. And that was what? 2 laps ago. About to become 3 laps ago. So his tires are 6 laps old, which is not bad. You remember the mediums on 6 laps held up good, so the hards are obviously gonna be better. So I don't think he's having another stop. Hopefully. He has, unfortunately, he doesn't have a stop. We're not boxing this lap. we're having another tire gamble, as I actually heard the audience.
At the moment, the car behind is lapping faster than us by around a second a lap.
Push. Driver behind.
And Verstappen's behind. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Their tyres are 5 laps old. Time last lap, 1 minute 37.3.
I call 10 laps old tires, not 5 laps. But again, 5 laps old, he pitted what? Lap 19? Pitted the same time as me. He has hards, he will not have the same pit stop strategy as me. He will not be pitting because used soft will not last that long, and to be honest, I want to try another gamble.
Still looking good.
See, even you say tire condition still looking good. We don't have to pit, Mark. I have a cut on my ring toe, on the
Please box this lap.
no, on the toe that's the equivalent of the ring finger. I have a plaster on, or a bandage on, which is hindering my ability to go a bit faster because my foot isn't fully on the gas pedal. It's only my big toe. But yet we're still doing so good. We're still doing very, very good. Flash of lightning, scaring the crap out of me. 4 laps remaining, 28%. We've got this. Why do we even opt on a 2-stop? The 1-stop would have just been fine. I mean, it helped us a lot. Surprisingly, I never completed a safety car in time in this series. Yes, I completed the safety car last episode, but it ended right when I wasn't really at the group, so... And in Australia there was a safety car, I just crashed out. Is this gonna be a double points for us? Oi, oi, oi. Oh wow, that actually sounded like a... What, a V8? A Mustang? A Porsche GT3 RS? I wish we could change our engine. You know what I realized? I could never pick my engine. I don't know which engine Connor Sport is running.
Teammate behind, 40.6 seconds.
As the top 3 is just in a different league to the other... I mean, actually the top 2, because me and Charles are leading Max by 6 seconds. As I think Ferrari has a good run to win this season in this alternate universe. Which this is probably the season Lewis Hamilton probably wanted in real life.
Final lap, push.
I mean, we might get second place. Best finishing place Connor Sport has with one of their drivers. Will one day convert this into a win. I mean, I know, okay, I'm talking too early, I'm counting my chickens before they hatch, but we are sealing the second place. We have sealed second place, and Max has sealed third. To make the turns, this will be the last time we'll ever be seeing these turns. That felt like a bit of Monaco chicane, if you can call this a chicane. As we go wide, I'm glad there's no gravel. You know how many times I would have span out if there was gravel on these roads? Go a bit wide there, but that's fine. 3 seconds ahead of Max. 2 seconds ahead of Max. He's catching up fairly quick. We can see him in our mirror. But we don't care. We are gonna get a second place. One of the best finishing places we had as Charles Leclerc wins the Bahrain Grand Prix. We will come second in the best finishing position. Nice achievement over there.
Pick up rubber and bring it home.
No victory call. Who has the driver of the day? Pierre Gasly. Pierre Gasly.
What a performance! He's left the field behind. Charles Leclerc wins it.
They led from lights out to the flag at the end.
Are you sure about that?
Their race victory was never in doubt, was it? Brilliant stuff by them.
I mean, I know we led a few laps, so can't really say they led from lights out to the last lap.
Here we go then, the top three from the race making their way onto the rostrum. And there can only be one on the top step today. His name is Charles Leclerc.
What are they doing? Why is no champagne? Nah. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we will see each other in the next episode